How's it going on, guys? It's your boy Rapid Blaster here. Today I am going to show you how to make a book GUI. It's pretty much it's an updated version of my old book GUI, and lots of you have been requesting for me to make a flipped page thing. So we're going to make that. So first thing we need to do is we need to get our book. Let's make our table. So I'm gonna use a block rig. And I'm gonna size it out on to the waist, so it's right below the waist. And I'm just going to use a toolbox model because I'm no 3D modeler. So let's just put this onto the table. And now I'm going to delete the dummy, and now I'm going to anchor both of these. Now what we want to do is we want to rename the book mesh to something like book mesh, and now rename the table to a table. And now what we want to do is we should start making our GUI. So let's get screen GUI, rename it to, oh, I can't rename it, okay, I'll just do this. So let's do book GUI. And now we want to go onto the properties of book GUI and do reset on spawn off. Okay, so now what we want to do is you don't have to do this, but I'd say you should put the display order to 2 or 3. This overrides the chat box if you have a chat box in your game. So now what we want to do is we want to put a text label inside of the book GUI. And now rename this text label to something like book writing 1. And now duplicate this and rename this one to book. Actually no, forget the duplication. Let's just have one of them for now. Go onto the properties of it. Scroll down to size. Open X under Y and put offset to 0. We do this because we want it to be sized out on every device, because lots of people play Roblox on different devices. So now we can put this here. We can size out however we want. Change the position of it. So I'm just going to make it like this. And now we need to design our book GUI. So in this book writing 1, I am going to put a UI corner in there. This makes the sides corners curved. It looks much more cleaner like that. So now I recommend that you do this. Turn on text scaled, and you can change your font if you want. I want mine to be let's do fantasy because it looks it's quite clean. So now let's get our text. I have my first page's text here written, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to the properties of book writing 1, scroll down to where it says text, and over here in text I'm going to paste that in and enter. And you can see our text is on the page. Now you can change the background color 3 of your GUI. I'm gonna make mine purplish. It makes it gives it a good little design. So now we want to redo this book writing 1 and rename this one to book writing 2. And now now go to the properties of book writing 1 and visible off. And now we go to book writing 2 and go to properties, and now go to the now I have my second text here for this thing, and now I'm gonna paste it in. And now I want to disable this one, and I want to go back to book writing 1, go to properties and enable visible. Now what we want to do is we want to insert text button and rename it next button. And now go onto properties, same deal, size XY, offset 0, and offset here 0, and now scale it out so that it's here, gives it a nice little clean look. And now I'm going to put it on scaled. You don't have to do this if you want to. We're designing it now. I'm gonna do Federico one. Oh, that's a nice font. So now I'm gonna do next. Put the text to next, so then it goes to the next page. And now change the color of it. I'm gonna turn mine to blue, and I'm going to put a UI corner in it. This isn't needed. It just makes it so that it's rounded. So now what you want to do is you want to take the next button, duplicate it, and put it into book writing 2. Now you want to rename it, and rename it to back button. And now we want to go into book writing 1 and visible off. Go book writing 2, visible true. Now go to the back button, go to properties, and put the text to back. So now what we do is we go to book writing 2, turn turn visible off, and book writing 1, go to properties of book writing 1, put visible to true. And now what we want to do is we want to go on to our next button, local script. And now in this local script we want to do function on click, 2 brackets, and now enter. And now we do script dot parent dot visible equals to false. And now we do script dot parent dot book writing 2 dot visible equals to true. And now what we do is we go to line 6, and now what we do is we do script dot parent dot mouse button 1 click colon connect function parentheses, and now enter. And now actually no, I done a mistake, so let's do colon connect on click, and now enter again, script dot parent dot touch tap colon connect on click, and now leave. Now we want to paste the script, duplicate it and put it into the back button. And now what we want to change here is we want to change the 2 over here to 1. And now let's exit out of that. And now what we want to do is we want to go onto book mesh, insert click detector, and now what we want to do is we want to go into the book GUI again. You don't have to do this in order. Go enable false, and now click detector, do script here, insert remote event into replicated storage, rename this event to something like fire book client. You can rename it to whatever you want to. I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible. And I'll rename this to server, the server script that we inserted from the book mesh. And now what we need to do is script dot parent dot click detector pardon me dot mouse click on connect function PLR. And now what we do is we do game dot replicated storage dot fire book client colon fire client, not fire client, fly client. And now inside here we need to put the PLR. If we don't do that, then we'll get lots of errors in our output. So now what we want to do is we want to go open the book GUI, click plus, local script, rename the local script to client. This is just so that it's simple for people to look at it. Now I do script dot no, my bad. Game dot replicated storage dot firebook client dot on client event connect function open bracket close bracket PLR and now enter. I'm just recording just to check. Okay. And now what we need to do. 1 second. Okay. So now what we need to do inside here is what we need to do script dot parent dot enabled equals a true. And now that's the opening of the book done. Now we need to do the closing. So enable bookUI from the properties. Click plus on bookUI, enable insert text button. Go to the properties of said text button. Open size, open X and Y, and put offset on both X and Y to 0. And now we can scale it out however we want. I'm gonna make mine as simple as possible, so like this. And now what we want to do is we want to design our exit button. So I'm gonna put exit book here. I'm gonna do it text scaled, and I'm gonna do what was that, Fedorka one. I quite like that font. So now that's our text done. We can go back to our background color 3 and we can change the background color. I'm gonna do mine to a nice rich dark blue, and I'm going to go to the text color 3 and I'm going to do it to a nice aqua, and I'm going to insert a UI corner into it, and that's our exit button done. But we still need to script it. So rename the text button to exit button, and now we do click plus on exit button, insert local script, and now rename the local script to close book. Also, if you are confused, then you can just rewind the tutorial bit, or you can pause it and do your thing. So what we need to do now is we do function on click parentheses enter, and now we do script dot parent dot enabled equals false. And now enter again. Let's do script dot parent dot mouse button one click. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Connect on click. And now we do script dot parent dot touch tap connect on click. So now what we need to do is we need to just check that we've done everything right. So book writing 2 should be visible off, and now what we do is we just go book GUI, disable it, and now that should be our book UI done. So let's test it. And now let's go over towards our book UI. Now our book with the table, and when we click it we should get our GUI. So let's click it, and there it is, our book UI. Welcome to Earth. Earth is an amazing place and is the most beautiful planet in the whole solar system. Lots of life forms thrive on Earth. And now we can do next, and here's the second page. If you haven't been on Earth, then you are missing out. The water is so refreshing and the food is absolutely amazing. So if you are ever near Earth, then go visit. And now we can do back again, next and back. And now we can exit the book, and it gets rid of the GUI, so we can enter it and exit it. So that's the tutorial done for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please comment, subscribe, like, and turn on them post notifications, and I will see you guys later. Bye.